As I often already explained, to renounce the various attachments to this existence doesn't mean to enclose ourselves necessarily in a cave far away from everything. It implies simply to learn how to perceive our life without further attachment to it. We have accumulated some positive karma. These positive karmas are giving positive results in our life. Positive results can be very pleasurable events in our life. Here is absolutely not the problem. You can have an excellent food, an excellent moment, an excellent experience in terms of how you feel. This is not condemnable. What we have to be careful about is the next moment. You enjoy a very good piece of food. Get filled with this pleasure of the senses eventually. No problem. As long as the next moment is not where can I have more type of attitude. You understand? So when we talk about renunciation, is not abandon everything which is good. If you have accumulated the karma to taste something good, you will taste something good. Why not? Point is, understand what you are experiencing. Understand the nature of what you are experiencing, so to do not generate greed in any way. I was in Russia last weekend and somebody told me, oh, I have left a little bit Buddhism because it is too dry for me. It's not a path which is enough connected with my heart. Talked, of course, about this, and it definitely comes out of misunderstanding regarding Dharma, because if there is one path which is full of heart in any way, any moment of the development, spiritual development, it's definitely Buddhism, and especially the path that we are currently on, which is Mahayana Vajrayana. It is a path entirely connected with our heart. Our heart in the sense of working for helping the others in all ways, which includes progressing ourselves, which includes walking towards a better wisdom, and how to walk on the spiritual path if you are not happy. Happiness, as I often mention it, is a very important point of our practice. Right? If you walk on the spiritual path, beating yourself and forbidding yourself everything which tastes good, which experiences good, because this is source of attachment, well, poor you. Indeed, then you might feel that it is a little bit dry life. This is not what the texts are saying. The texts are saying, observe the mind, live in the present moment, experience what has to be experienced, understanding the true nature of what you are experiencing. This is not dry, this is full of life, and definitely a path of happiness. Remember that happiness in Buddha Dharma is not just a goal, but it's definitely also the path we are walking on. So I mentioned already several times the nature of what we are experiencing. Of course, this refers to the way phenomena which we are experiencing are existing. As we know, everything is coming out of the causes we have accumulated. In the past, we accumulate some causes. These karmic imprints, karmic energy remains on our mind and gives results. These results are coming directly from our own mind, are of the nature of our own mind. This is what has to be understood in order to do not generate attachment and greed. The world in which we are living, the cycle of conditioned rebirths, is not the cause for our problem, for our suffering and pain. It is not the cause, it is the result of our own mind. What we call the samsara, this cycle in which we are since beginningless time, since time that our mind cannot apprehend, is a result. Meaning, it's not an experience in itself which causes you to create some further positive or negative karma. It's how you understand it. Alright? This is a very important point. You are in front of an experience, in front of a situation. Observe it. Observe how you are going through this experience. If you are an observer only, understanding the non-inherent existence of the phenomena you are observing, your mind will not generate further karma, further karmic causes. Right? These further karma, or these further karmic causes, are what bounds us into the samsara, not what you experience, the way you react to this experience. So renunciation in this framework doesn't mean to force yourself not to experience anything pleasant of samsara. It means not to grab or develop further attachments towards what you are experiencing. And this is done mostly by understanding that whatever you are experiencing is the result of karmic causes, empty of its own inherent existence. Thus, why to get attached to it? Whatever experience from within the cycle of conditioned rebirth is empty of any self-inherent existence. It has the double effect of not to be afraid about it and experiencing it as it is. And the second, which is not to get attached to it, because there is no ground to develop any attachment. Once we understand the true nature of this phenomena. Thus, renunciation in our understanding is not to run away from the society and our daily life. It is to understand how this daily life is taking place, what is the nature of it, and to transform our mind from its usual old patterns into new ones, spiritually oriented, based on the understanding of the non-inherent existence of all phenomena. So now, if you combine this understanding of what renunciation is with this very powerful wish to help the others, you come closer to what we call bodhicitta. Because what we define as the awakening mind is not just a psychological feature of us willing to help the others in order to run away from our own problem or our own life. Far from that. It is understanding the nature of the reality we are living in and wishing to get liberated from it, to get wisdom, to get pure realization of mind, so to consequently help all other beings to reach that same state of liberation.